If it's tapped, then it's fact. If it's cap, it's a rap. Over and over and over and over. Broken record scratching, they lacking, they capping again. They steady smacking their lips and rolling their necks. Eyes twitching cause you really made it out of them jets. You parasailing. Meanwhile, they just flatline, working on the...
How y'all doing, man? It's your boy, the comment, KHAM_man.510. That's the Bay. You know, just like every other Friday. Catch us here on Tapping No Capping, where if you're nerdy, you see it to What's Your Opinion. I'm here with Rich.
Nice to meet y'all. I'm D Rich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, introduce yourself, brother. Tell them what you represent, your content, all that.
So I'm D Rich. I've been talking about anime, cartoons, video games for a few years now. Started back in 2020. I've definitely switched up my content a lot, but within the last year, I've been, focusing on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, just giving my opinions on stuff, trying to let people know what's the best way to, basically get your opinions out there with your communities, and basically just kind of hopefully letting companies know whether they're doing certain things right, or if they could fix certain areas, and letting them know, hey, you can interact with your fans and they'll interact with you, and we can have better TV shows and better movies and stuff. So that's basically my whole purpose. And then one day I want to make my own TV shows, direct my own stuff, and hopefully use this as a stepping stone to get to that point. So that's what I'm all about.
All right, buddy. Mealers.
Hi, I'm Mealers. I'm on TikTok, but it's getting banned, so I'm sad. But I do cosplays and make videos. I'm also on IG. That's it.
How's that? I mean, I can't even call it what you call it. What's the proper term for the other app that people are using?
Xiao Hong Shu.
Yes. How is that working for you? Or is it a good transition, or is it like getting the same reactions, or what?
No, it's hard. The Chinese have way better camera quality, and all their stuff, their cosplays, they blow us out of the water. Like our best cosplayers, nothing on them. They look like, yeah.
I gotta see this.
So it's hard. Unless you're already huge over here, it's hard.
Yeah. Okay. And my boy, Tell It. Go ahead. Y'all, introduce yourself.
It's kind of hard to follow up with that one. Jesus. What's up, y'all? My name is Tell It. Tell It Like It Is. I run a reaction channel on YouTube. I'm on IG, TikTok, even though that's getting banned now. Yeah, that's all we pretty much do. We review movies, anime, and eventually I'm gonna be working on trying to do skits and like short film projects as I go on.
All right, so it sounds like you and Rich might have to collab or something like that. That's what's up. All right,
wrong with that.
The show, man. But we here to talk about Marvel Rivals. You know what I'm saying? D Rich, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you giving the compliments to the flyer. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it. This is new for me. This is a whole different feel.
What's new? Like just being on stream, or like
Well, I don't know. It's just weird being referred to as special guest. Because for a long time it was like I don't see myself as like as big or anything. So it's like for the longest time I still don't see myself as big. So for a long time it was like there was a lot of a grind to get to where I am now. So like it's a different feeling, but it's new for me. But I'm definitely here to talk about Marvel and Marvel Rivals and see what y'all got to say about the game, because right now I'm loving it. I've been playing it nonstop. So
yeah,
it's got
same.
me so cool. Like Jody had,
Nova
had Jody.
Yeah,
that's right. Call for your mama. It's got me like that. Yeah.
I'm addicted at this point.
To just capitalize off of what you were saying earlier, man. I think that's called imposter syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for Black content creators to hone in on their value, because we live in an environment in a place where we're constantly being told that we're not what we are or not what we are worth, and we're constantly fighting to be seen. So it's hard for us to see ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say, from one Black person to another Black person, we see you. Your community sees you. And when I told people that we were doing this episode, what, Rich? Oh man, that's dope. And
That's crazy.
It was supposed to be this other dude that was gonna come on. He's another content creator. He basically does what you do. He was like, "Oh my god, bro! Thank you for the opportunity. I'm such a big fan of his." So, yes, bro, you are definitely big. You may not be big in what you think in your mind is supposed to be big, but you are big to other people, and I think that's what matters. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, man. That makes a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But I just had to touch on that before we only get too sentimental. Let's talk about Marvel Rivals. Let me get to the first slide. You know what I'm saying? We talk about playing Marvel Rivals. Okay, so with that being said, what were y'all first like? Mealers has not played the game, y'all. Disclosure. She has just been a viewer of like Real. She has a brother that plays, you know, stuff like that. But with that being said, what were you guys' first impression of the games? What was your expectations of the game? Like, you know, Rich, go ahead, go first, and we'll transition to tell it.
So for me, I wasn't really the biggest fan of Overwatch. Like, I started playing it, but it got really boring really quickly for me. So when I heard that they were making Marvel Rivals, it just kind of flew over the radar for me, just because, or under the radar, because I was like, oh, it's just an Overwatch clone. Like, it's just gonna be the same thing, but reskins of our favorite Marvel characters. And it wasn't until I saw all of the Marvel characters that they were gonna put in it, and then I saw the graphics for how it was gonna look, where I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a chance. You know, it's a new game, it's free. Why not play it? It's free, you know. And then I started playing the game, and I was like, whoa, like the servers are good, the gameplay is good, the characters are good, everyone feels unique. It's like Overwatch, but it feels better, and it feels way more rewarding. So that's why I just love it right now. Okay,
that's what's up. Tell it.
It's a lot of the similar things that he said. I thought it was going to be just copy and paste to Overwatch. I played Overwatch. I enjoyed it more just because it was something different. I've been playing Apex since like season 0, and I think I stopped around like season 7, and then I got back to it around season 9. Because season 7 was ass. I couldn't do it, and then I couldn't do it. I tried. I couldn't do it. I was gone for like the whole season. I forgot about it, but I came back to it, and I fell back in love with it again. And I was playing it up until a certain point, and then eventually it got old to me, and I think I like ditched it around the time Defiant came out. And that wasn't good. It started off okay, and then it was like
based off that one show, Defiance, like that show.
I have no idea. I just felt like it was like a Call of Duty clone,
or X Defiant, right? The one, it's basically a Call of Duty clone.
Yeah, it just felt like a Call of Duty clone. Only like when you hit people, it feels like it's harder to kill them for some reason. Like you can hit them, but they're not going down immediately. Like you gotta use like your whole clip to take down one person. I'm like, what is this, bro? So eventually that stopped too. So fast forward. Eventually Marvel Rivals came out, and I was trying to get my hands on it, but I couldn't because the first initial launch of it was only for people who had a PC. So I was just one of the people who had to just like watch on Twitch and stuff like that, just sitting here fuming because I'm like, this looks cool. I want to play this. Like, I want to, like, you know how long it's been? You know how long I prayed for these days? Like, I wanted them to make. We've had so many Marvel movies come out. Nobody's made a game. Nobody's made a real game for it. What's going on here? Avengers are done. That great era of Marvel Universe, done. We're done with that.
At least for the time being. I do think it can. I think it can come back. For me, I think it could come back because of the X-Men, since they're playing with the idea
live
of
action or
X-Men, live action X-Men, like MCU type stuff. If they do it right, I think they can replicate it. But that's completely dependent on if they could do it right.
I don't have faith in Disney. I'm sorry, they've hurt me too much for that.
After Moana 2, I have no more faith in Disney. So I don't want.
Wait, Moana 2 was bad to you? Bad? Like it wasn't even average, not watchable? Like you're saying it was that bad?
I said it was average. It wasn't anything special.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Do you remember the first one? The first one moved me in ways I never thought I could be moved. That was my Lion King for everybody else, okay? Moana 2, It's giving that first Dragon Ball movie. It's giving the first Airbender
That's
movie that nobody talks about.
Shit.
That's
That's
Moana.
crazy.
That's
I wouldn't
little.
go
Y'all are being
that
very
far.
generous. Very
I wouldn't
generous.
go that far.
Not too much.
Maybe you need to rewatch those movies then, because they were ass. Those were
That's
bad.
crazy.
I'm not rewatching because they don't exist. Just like Moana didn't have a second movie. Y'all are being generous.
That's crazy.
I'm not being generous. I didn't see it, so
I would have
care.
accepted
See,
like
I
Lion
wish I
King
didn't see
2
it either.
doesn't
I
exist.
didn't want to see it.
Lilo and Stitch
Me
2
neither.
doesn't exist.
It don't.
They had a
Pocahontas 2
2?
doesn't exist. Exactly, nigga. It
They had a
doesn't
2?
exist.
Yeah,
I just thought they went from the first one to TV
Doctor
series.
Strange thing and wipe your memory and shit.
Just look into this like beep.
I was gonna say they had a Men in Black crossover. That's
Mhm.
crazy. But so I was looking at people on PC, wanted to play it, was watching them play it or whatever, a few people here and there, and I just had to count my days until eventually they were ready to drop. When they finally dropped, I was ready. And I just assumed it was still gonna be like an Overwatch clone, but just with Marvel characters instead. And as I got into playing it and stuff like that, it's better. Like significantly better. Every character, no matter how good they are, no matter how broken they seem, no matter how stupid or weak their kit is or it seems, everybody's got their strengths to play. Like this is not one of those things where you can just go into it and you're like, I want to play Spider-Man because I like Spider-Man. No, nigga, that's not how that works here. This person
exactly
has
how
a specific role. You have to know how to play your style with this in particular character, whether you fuck with that character, whether you know that character or not. I am a healer, so my main one to go to is Cloak and Daggers specifically. I know how to heal with everybody, but Adam Warlock for real. But that's just like always been my go-to, and I excel at that.
Got you. All right, I'll chime in about multiple things I said. One, I have not been a gamer in a very, very, very long time. I just got out the military not too long ago. I barely gamed when I was in the military because, you know, the time that you have is not really there at all. But even with that being said, man, Marvel Rivals is so good. I decided to get a whole system just to play the game because I was like, yo, I love Marvel that much. You know, shout out to Crazy 8 for the Magneto shirt. But yes, I am a Marvel head, always have been, first comics and all. Shout out to my boy Duke. His name is Ninja Wakanda. He's in my debate tournament. Good friend of mine, my brother. He helped me go half on it. So like it was that serious. Like even my friends was like willing to invest and be like, look, bro, we want you on. Like, come on and help me out to get a system. Going back into talking about Moana and all that, I thought Moana was not bad. I actually do have faith in Marvel. I don't feel like it's had that much of a decline like everybody else is trying to make it seem like it did. We just had Deadpool and Wolverine. That shit was fire. So I just feel like, yo, this is my thing. I feel like we do the thing where they blow our minds, just like how she said Moana. It's like the first movie was so great that now we need to change our metric system on what is greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the movie is good, I'm like, okay, cool. At least we're being consistent with good. It don't always have to blow through the ceilings of my expectations. So I feel like if it doesn't give you that same consistent, like mind-blowing experience, that doesn't mean that it's not a good movie. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal take. And I was gonna say something else that was mentioned, but I'll transition to a post that I was gonna ask since we're talking about other movies. Also, real quick, y'all don't think that the new Daredevil is not gonna go crazy?
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it'll go great.
I'm sure it'll go great.
I just think Marvel's been hit or miss recently.
But that's what I'm saying. We've had these feelings before about a lot of things that Marvel drops. They're like, oh, that's going to be fire. And then we get to it and we're like, nah, that wasn't it. What happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? All this is at the end of the day is Disney. And I've been saying this for the longest time. Disney needs to like transition to like Disney Dark or some shit because they need to have that edge and they don't have that edge. One of the things that made Infinity War so great is that it had edge to it. So you didn't know if your hero or anti-villain or whoever the hell was going to make it or not. And when they didn't make it, it made itself into something that all the other ones weren't. Like, it sucks when the hero wins all the time. Sometimes they got to take a real ass beating, and I don't mean like that second half beat down and then come back to the third and like dominate type shit. No. Sometimes you gotta like bring that shit back around for a part 2.
Right.
And they don't do that for real.
I think the biggest thing with Marvel and the reason it's been so hit or miss recently is because their whole formula from like 2008 when they started doing the movies all the way until Endgame was they were movies. Like, and they actually put time into developing the story from the beginning with the movies.
Except for Thor.
No, Thor too. Thor was building up within those movies as well. Ragnarok.
Yeah, they were all sucky.
No, the first one was good, and Ragnarok is one of the best movies ever.
The first one was good, but 2 and 3 was Garbano. That's me. The first one was
Ragnarok.
They were good.
Dark Elves?
No, that's 2.
No, Ragnarok is the one with the sister.
Yeah, that's 3. That's Ragnarok.
With Hela.
Yeah,
Hela and Hulk. 3's the best one.
Literally the best one.
Yeah, and they're not, and they have the worst trilogy out of all the big.
No, because Love and Thunder came. Love and Thunder's the worst one.
Who?
Appreciate you, dude.
Ragnarok literally sets up Infinity War because then half the Asgardians are out in space and they get fucked up by Thanos.
I could have just took Thor telling us about that before watching that movie, because that movie was garbage. I didn't like the way they depicted Thor. Listen, are you a comic book fan?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, Thor is not like that.
You know,
I grew up on the comics, so for when I see certain movies and I have anticipation and expectations, I'm thinking, okay, they did World War Hulk, which is like everybody's favorite Hulk. And then they took one of the best fucking comics about Thor, clashed it together, and made it trash. Like, in the whole fact of how his hammer and his powers work. Oh, we gave you the hammer so we can just contain your power or control it. That is not how Mjolnir works. Mjolnir amplifies.
We just talked about expectations and ceilings and not putting those on the movies and TV shows that are coming out.
That's crazy.
We were just saying that. I said we were just talking about expectations and how we shouldn't put these expectations on these movies, which I understand as a comic book fan. I completely understand it.
You already hold the Hulk enough as it is, and you use World War Hulk and this in particular movie. Why did you do that? Matter of fact, because they didn't even address it. How the fuck did he get out there? He was in a Quinjet.
They
never explained that. We just had to accept the fact that this motherfucker was in space.
He left. He got in the ship after Age of Ultron, and he just dipped. So, however he got out there, they could have explained it. They could have explained it. Yeah,
the movie's only so long.
I still don't think the movie's bad, but that's me coming off of I'm not in tune with comics like that, so I can understand from your perspective.
Also, the whole point at the end of the movie was that he was able to tap into his raw, natural, godlike power, only for him to get another hammer in Infinity. For what? You should be OP as shit right now, right? What happened?
Exactly.
I think the cool thing about it was like he did get OP, but it still wasn't enough for Thanos. I always thought that was the cool part.
He didn't do shit.
In that moment, he should have been, though, because basically when you see Odin and you see Thor, and Odin's basically like giving him the Odin force, if you will, if people know how those two characters work. He then becomes like Odin. That's basically what's supposed to happen. So Odin force, Odin Thor, that nigga should be powerful enough. I mean, we already saw in what is it called? It's not Endgame, but the one before Endgame.
Infinity War.
Yeah, Infinity War. When Infinity War happens, we saw that when Thor showed up, he damn near one-shot Thanos. So, you know what I mean?
That was with the hammer.
That was with the hammer.
Who?
But I'm just saying, though, so just imagine with the hammer, Flush being amplified, which already had.
Thor did at the end.
Yeah,
when he had
Thor, when he got the axe,
that shit. Yeah.
But that was after the very beginning of the movie. Thanos basically made Hulk his bitch, and then was like,
and that's the thing. Thor beat the fuck out of Hulk in Ragnarok when he tapped into that like very briefly. You couldn't do that in the ship, nigga. Like, what happened?
Why
did the Hulk have a better fight than you did?
I thought they were trying to show that Thor is still learning about himself and like tapping into his powers.
Right.
I thought
it wasn't like he was able to get rid of Hela either when she got control of Asgard. They had to literally get rid of it. So
and that's fine, but why was he in the room literally like a big ass child, like a playroom, and like kicking balls around and falling around like a big ass kid? Like that's not Thor. I mean, it's not Hulk, and it was depicted terribly.
Yeah, that was my big complaint about Thor.
I get it.
Like far too goofy, far too jockey and comedic. I think like what? Where are we going with this?
In concept of the movie, it's great, but in in terms of the comics, I can understand not liking it. But as far as like the entire franchise that they told that whole story, I think they did an excellent job. Infinity War is, in my opinion, the best movie in the entire Marvel franchise. Endgame a little bit weaker, but still a good movie. And then I think that the movies that they've dropped after Endgame have been good. It's just that the TV shows, there's so many, I can't keep up, and I'm not really interested in watching them. So it's like, but I have to watch them if I want to keep in tune with everything else that's going on. So
I think the only TV shows I haven't kept up with is like Werewolf by Midnight or Dead by Day, whatever the fuck that thing was called. That's the only one I think I didn't watch. I think I've watched all the rest of the like Marvel series.
If Aori's here, that she said that's like her favorite show, but I
checked out
Werewolf at Night.
I haven't watched the single.
Because it went over my head. It came in and came out so quick. Like I didn't feel like it had enough advertisement like that, like all the rest of them did for real.
Right.
But I mean, like that's not like a choice to not watch it. It's just like I haven't had the time to like really go back and be like, oh yeah, that's right. This shit.
You could just use the time you're playing Marvel Rivals. That's okay. Now
how about at the same time, just one screen?
Playing
the game.
We're here to help.
Might as well.
All right, so we already 21 minutes in off the first initial question. So I'm gonna try to get to these other ones. Let's just get into a little funny, man. How do y'all feel about the fan service?
I'm not mad. That's all I can say. I'm not mad. Not at all. I'm not really using Invisible Girl, but that Malice skin is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get to use. I haven't gotten to the Malice skin yet. I got the OG skin, but I didn't get the Malice skin yet.
Okay.
But I will.
You know, my baby girl Storm. She out here. You know.
I ain't gonna lie.
More people been using Storm, and they are annoying as fuck, bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
She's a problem.
Like you got just Invisible Girl just double cheeked up in the trailer, just like ass in your face on the screen. Like they don't care. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Facts. Yeah.
That's
who do y'all feel like is the baddest one? You know, design wise, like who's the cutest like one on there?
It's probably Storm.
Psylocke.
Nah.
You say Psylocke?
Psylocke I do like Psylocke. I like Psylocke.
No. I like Psylocke as a character. I'm talking about the design on the show, though. I mean, on the game.
I would say Storm and that Malice skin for Invisible Girl is ridiculous. Do you reach the regular show African? But no, as far as like even if we were to take out the whole like fan service aspect and go to like skins and stuff,
right?
The Venom skin is badass. The winter edition one, that's crazy. I don't know who came up with that, but they were in their bag when they came up with that. And then I love the Magic skin. I've never even heard of. I don't even know who Magic is, but this is another reason I like Marvel Rivals, because they're introducing me to characters I don't know anything about, like Luna Snow, Psylocke. I never knew anything about them. So
Psylocke?
I mean, just like did you know about Cloak and Dagger like from the show?
I did know about Cloak and Dagger because of the TV show.
Because like it's funny how some people don't know about the some of these characters. I'm like, majority of them have already been on the show or movie. Like Magic was on that one Marvel movie. What's it called? New Mutants, yeah.
I never watched that. So
yeah. I mean, that's because it's not that popular. It's not that great, but you know what I mean? She was introduced, and I thought that some of the scenes were great. So,
but I love that silver one she's got with the blue fire.
And what's her name from the menu?
Girl.
I can't hear him.
I said, didn't the girl from the movie The Menu play Magic?
Anya Joy? something like that. Oh my gosh.
It's like Anjoy Taylor or some shit like that.
Yeah. The Queen's Gambit girl. She did.
Oh, she
yeah.
was. Yo, I just watched Queen's Gambit.
Anya Taylor. Oh, isn't she gonna be?
I just watched that shit.
I
didn't know that.
Girl, isn't she?
I didn't know.
Anya Taylor-Joy. I think she's gonna be Supergirl in a new.
She did
DC.
amazing in Queen's Gambit. That was a great show.
I know that either.
Yeah, I didn't even recognize her as a Magic. Yes, in the Runaways, man. Shout out to Renzi Felice. He's also in that. You know what I mean? So yeah, watch the Runaways. Good show too. All right. So my favorite design, I would say, is probably I like Hulk, like Banner, because I like the fact that he can switch. You know what I mean? He transforms, so you're kind of like getting two skins. It's not just like, oh, you get a Hulk. Like, no, you get Banner in the World War Hulk like skin, and then you get World War Hulk. You know what I mean? In that skin. So I think that's dope. I love a lot of the designs, but my least favorite has to be Namor off top. Like that's disgusting. Like that skin is just that's terrible. I don't know why they did that. The long hair,
the main one, the main skin.
The main skin, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, at least the woman seemed to.
Yeah, he doesn't look anything like what he does.
Hey, they deserve their fan service.
I ain't heard no women be like, oh, that Namor.
I didn't know people was doing all that over Namor. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're looking at the Namor skin and the Black Panther skin, and there's a lot of memes about the Venom skin too.
Yeah, his
like the first Black Panther skin that they had. Yeah, that was pretty good. Not the first Black Panther skin. I mean, like the first Black Panther skin. I don't remember his name.
There's definitely more fan service for boys, but it's Marvel Comics. Like,
there you go.
It's gonna be majority men playing the game.
Oh, and matter of fact, let's just transition.
They already confirmed Professor X. I'm already weak as shit.
Characters you want to bring into the game?
That shit is so funny. I've been making jokes about it like for the past couple of days. I'm like, there's no way, bro. Like,
for what?
Trying to hurry up and get to the battlefield.
Professor X. You seen those memes with the guy?
Crazy.
What's his name?
I saw one with Joe from
Joe from Family Guy. And he's just going through the zip line.
Bro, look, I've been dying to myself the entire time. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
No.
So real quick,
it's cool. It's cool. Handicapable people need to be in Marvel Rivals too.
Who do y'all think? Like, what characters should they bring to the game? Like, what characters would y'all want them to like put into the show? You said Gambit.
I already heard that Cyclops is coming because I want Cyclops.
Are you excited for that?
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
I want to see what his kit is. Like, that's the most interesting part to me. I like Cyclops, but like, I'm interested to see what his kit would look like in Marvel Rivals.
Right. They could go like really creative and do some cool stuff. Yeah. Or they might just go really basic with it. So I don't know.
And then like, what would your ultimate be? Like just a gigantic optic blast in one direction? Like
that. Yeah.
I mean, might as well. Just like a Kamehameha, just
pretty
everywhere.
Much.
I wouldn't mind it.
kind of like how he goes berserk and he like
right, they could do that.
That's a good one, actually. Okay, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like he takes off his glasses and he just lets loose.
Just like how y'all saw the flyer, I want Super Scroll to be up in there. I think that he would be an amazing duelist or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that. He's fire. You know, he's basically all the Fantastic Four put into one person, and that's just broken. You know what I'm saying? We need more villains. How they would balance that, I don't know. But I would assume like give him Invisible Girl shields, give him the reach of the Thing. I mean, the reach of Mr. Fantastic, and maybe not as much health as the Thing, but you know what I mean, something like that. We haven't seen the Thing yet, but I'm assuming he's, you know, since he's coming, it's gonna be he's a tank, so he's gonna have a lot.
I'm interested to see what their move list is gonna be like, especially Johnny. Like they've been real hush hush on Johnny. I feel like
for sure. I definitely want to see that. You know, they more likely gonna have that Chris Evans skin. You know what I mean, as Johnny Storm for sure.
No, that's what I think that's cool because they have that main white skin that they have right now, and then they have the second one that's like the old school Fantastic Four skin.
Oh wow!
And whatever random one that they decide to make up for him after that.
Yeah, there's a lot of X-Men characters I want to see. There's some I'd love to see more villains in the game too, like Doom, some of the Rogues Gallery from Spider-Man, like if they got Doc Ock in there, or Green Goblin. That'd be
I've been waiting for Green Goblin, but personally the number one I want from the Spider-Man Rogues Gallery is the Spot. Oh my god, I can't even imagine how broken he would be in Marvel Rivals.
Not as broken as Nightcrawler, because all he'd be doing is just teleporting, right?
Nightcrawler would be nasty.
I take that back. I need Nightcrawler before I get Gambit. I would love a Sabretooth.
Yeah.
I would love a Sabretooth as a tank. Absolutely. Especially because Wolverine's a tank shredder. That would be nice. That would be interesting to see.
While we're talking about that, who do y'all feel like should be nerfed or
Iron?
They need to debuff Venom. I don't know why they buffed him to begin with. He did not need it. Take that shit back.
They need
Venom's
to.
Already a problem. He's a tank with escapability. What are we doing? Take that shit off.
He do be sliding.
He be getting away. I have him like just this much health, and he gone.
Back up. I'm like, no. And he be out there quick as hell. I ain't never seen nobody have that much escapability in the game.
I will stand on this to the day I die, or until something changes. Black Widow is ass in this game. Oh my gosh, she can't do shit in this.
In the right hand, she is a nuisance. But
not if you just use Hawkeye. Hawkeye's a much better character in this game. He could do way more.
He is, and that was very unexpected.
All she has.
Honestly, just for Hawkeye, like I'm glad that they did that because they made him sniping in the MCU.
Snipe
so this is great.
It doesn't charge up to 100 like Hawkeye, so you're not doing insta shots like Hawkeye with the sniping ability. And then all she's got is a kick and running.
True.
And then she's melee. But why would I pick her for melee? I've got Iron Fist. I've got Magic.
Melee don't do shit.
Hey, Magic does shit. Black Panther does shit. Iron Fist does shit. She don't do shit.
She don't do nothing. You should have gave her her thingies, her spider bites.
Nothing. I'm ashamed that they did her that nasty.
Pistol, something.
Yeah, exactly. Let it turn into pistols and let her just like bombard people with shots.
Change her kit.
Entirely.
Keep the sniper. Change the other shit.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need the other shit.
Give her more stuff.
I know y'all saying Iron Fist, but that's the obvious answer. For me,
I'm not saying Iron Fist. I think he's
okay, cool. For me, it's Scarlet Witch. I'm tired of that bitch. I am tired of that bitch.
Yeah, her auto lock shit is a problem.
Every Scarlet Witch
Scarlet Witch
is too much, bro. The automatic aim, no matter where you at, and then the fucking ultimate is then she could phase out when you about to kill her. Too much.
The ultimate's fine. The ultimate's fine in my
to activate. As Cloak and Dagger, I make everybody go intangible while she blows that shit up and it don't even work. You just gotta know how to use it.
That, though. A lot of motherfuckers don't like to play healers on this game.
Like if everyone turns and just shoots at her, then she's dead. Wanda can't do nothing in her ult. But her ability to go invisible and then like literally just fly up and down in the sky. Exactly. Like if I'm Storm, there is no reason like I'm trying to get away and you just auto lock and then you're moving the same speed as the range of your auto lock, so I can't get away.
No.
Even if I have this capability in some weird way, shape, or form, like you can still auto lock on me when I'm using that. Mm-hmm. So it's just taking me further down. Like no, they need to get rid of that.
And she could get heals while she's in the little orb. Like I've seen her go into the orb and then run over to one of the plus shields on the ground, and it's like there's nothing I can do at that point.
Broken.
It's ridiculous.
Broken. It's Scarlet,
especially if it's a good Scarlet Witch, because then she just hides up in the roofs or some shit and just waits.
Yeah, and she just be shooting you from up top, and like you can't get her. And even if you try and get her, she's gonna phase out and then go to the next roof and then do the same shit all over again. And if you run, she's gonna chase after you.
Also,
no, Scarlet Witch needs a buff or needs a nerf, like hella bad.
Needs a nerf for sure. Also, fuck Moon Knight.
Bro, anyone who talks shit while they use Moon Knight, I can't take you seriously because he's the easiest character to use in the entire game. It's so easy to use.
Or a 3-star?
They buffed him. They buffed his ult.
That shit, even just his regular like, it's not batarangs, but like moon rings or whatever like that.
Oh,
it kills you so fast. By the time you notice where the fuck the shit is at, you're done already. You know what I mean?
That's why it's supposed to be the DPS's job to get rid of the onks as soon as you see it. I be yelling at people, get rid of the onks, because as soon as that shit pops up, we're all getting cooked because they bounce off of everybody.
You have to notice it, and then by the time you notice it, you're dead. Like it was just too late. He threw it down and then threw a boomerang, and then you just died immediately. So it was like, it could be annoying for sure.
And he's throwing the big one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Who could use a buff?
Speaking, oh yeah, we're gonna speak about buffs, but I was gonna say, speaking of Hawkeye, I for sure want to see that Ronin skin. If they come out with something like that, that would be fucking fire.
That would be.
But cool. Yeah, talk about buffs.
Who else could use a buff in that game? Honestly,
are you saying besides Black Widow?
Yeah, I feel like there could be someone else. I like the way that everyone's unique because you can really
everybody's kind of
you can really learn how to use every character. I'm learning how to use magic right now, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on a second. She's really cool if you learn how to use her. I think Mantis could use it.
Hell no.
Her healing could use a little bit of a buff. Her attacking is good. But her healing.
We're talking about healers. I think that Rocket needs a fucking buff for sure because his gun doesn't do shit, and he barely heals like that.
He can't do no damage, but healing wise. I mean, those orbs just be floating around, and I get my whole health back.
Yeah, I don't do shit. Yeah. Sit in the background, just pop them off.
I've had some really good rockets, and like.
But you gotta get. So I'm saying though, it shoots slower than any of the other healers. You know what I mean? Versus like,
and it's healing over time on top of that.
Exactly. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So like for my boy Rocket, like you have to just be on point to use him. If you're just like missing or you're not like. You know what I mean? And you need protection. He dies super fast too. So it's like he definitely needs a buff. Rather that be
the drivers be coming back for you immediately. I was Rocket last night and I was getting pegged by it was like an attack by boy, they was on my ass. They were trying to
you're wilding if you think Groot needs a buff.
Groot a buff? I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, you're wild.
No, yeah, that ult's annoying.
You know what? If you know what he's doing,
annoying. His giant wall gives him more health if it stays up long, and his small walls do damage. I don't think
if you're attacking by it, absolutely no. He's a problem, and he's got that little spore bomb to finish you off.
Oh yeah, that too.
No, Groot don't need no buffs. He's good.
Yeah, he's
good as is.
I think he's pretty good where he is.
He's good.
I'm pretty sure Groot means broken.
That was great.
I don't know. Magneto's pretty nasty in this game. With the stuff he can do,
watching him.
He could give people shields. He could pull up his own shield. He could throw like a magnet spear at you. He could like, it's just so much he's able to do. He's hard to kill.
He's got that Excalibur shield where he's like slashing away.
Right, he could pull that out and just start messing you up.
Out of range, it still flings dark that Wanda energy at you like a sonic boom type hit. So yeah, he's mostly good. He's mostly good as a player yet.
Really? I've seen
really? The only people that's something like Magneto that's been a problem for me is Doctor Strange. You get a person who really knows how to use Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange comes in clutch, especially when Iron Man comes in with the what is it called? The stupid nuke that he throws in, and you just have a good Doctor Strange that hears him say it and comes in and blocks it. Like Doctor Strange is probably one of the best tanks, if not the best tank.
800 damage shield, and his health is like what 650?
Something stupid. Yeah, he's nasty.
His attack speed is slow as shit though, but they're strong if you like hit like in the right spots, especially headshots.
Mm-hmm. And that's stupid. What is it? What does he say? He's like,
he said,
"Eye of Agamotto," and just fucking everyone loses
and
their
all
bodies.
That astral projection shit where you leave your body. Yeah, that shit is awesome.
But if you do that with a whole crew of people, like you have to have the whole team there to fuck up every other soul in the field. Otherwise, you're hitting like one, maybe two shots before they come right back and they on your ass. Everybody's just waiting.
Wolverine's an interesting character because I can't use him to save my life, but I know there's good Wolverines out there.
You only use Wolverine to shred tanks. If tanks aren't on the field, you're not going to do much with it.
I just can't use him. He's not for me, but because I can't fucking aim that stupid ass.
Oh, that like fly thing?
Yeah, I can't aim it. I always miss it.
You know how long I was in the practice range for like 20 minutes trying to get that shit down? I'm like, yeah, it's just not happening. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know how people be making it look so seamless because I aim for you, and then somehow like when I get like right here to you, I go over the top. I'm like, what?
Or I just miss the left or right because you just weave. Okay.
So I'm finna tune Mealers in because we've been kind of like leaving her out the conversation.
Those are good.
Real quick, I want to talk about mod characters. Yeah, I heard they just banned that. We're not able to anymore. But did you guys see any cool mod characters? And I'm also going to present the character designs that we were talking about. I actually had that up, but I didn't go to it. So yeah, well,
I only saw 2, and it was for Vegeta using the Iron Man mod, and it was Gear 5 Luffy for the Mr. Fantastic one.
Wow.
That was it.
I did see the Gear 5 Luffy one was pretty dope. I did see that one. I've seen a few other ones like just different anime characters or comic book characters that they put in there. And then like a lot of goonery, just people being down atrocious, bro. Like just like the crazy shit.
Oh my god. We did not talk about this motherfucking menace right here, bro.
Oh, Winter Soldier again.
Oh my god.
I don't think he's like that much of a problem. Actually, if you use the right character, yeah, just don't get hit with the.
No, that 2-tap with the fucking pistols is terrible, bro.
He's only got 3 shots.
Do is one shot you?
He literally only has 3.
He only has 3 shots and he's gonna reload.
Nah, it was 2 for me.
I've met a good one, but a good Bucky doesn't compare to some of the other DPS characters if you have a good one of them.
Yeah, Star-Lord is super hard to hit.
Star-Lord's annoying.
Spider-Man,
Star-Lord was my first man.
A good Spider-Man is
will
crazy.
Fuck your whole world up.
A good Spider-Man is wild.
A good Psylocke is crazy for me.
Psylocke is annoying. I just don't. Why even give her invisibility?
Overwatch with the computer shit. What was her name? Sombra.
Oh,
no, she's like Sombra.
Yep.
That Sombra is Psylocke, but like without the tech shit. She's just as annoying with the in and out.
Real quick, because this is somebody that she likes. How do y'all feel about Luna Snow? Because for me, she's not a Marvel character. I felt like she took up space. Yes, she's a great character, but I'm like, if it's a Marvel game, why create Luna Snow? Is she just gonna be?
She's not a Marvel character?
I thought she was
nah.
Really?
She's not a Marvel character. Yeah, she's like just created for the game. But I did look up the Marvel Rivals comics, so they do have a Marvel Rivals comic. So maybe she will be introduced into the Marvel universe. You know what I'm saying? So she is in the comics. So
well, she was. I'm looking here. She was introduced in 2018.
Word in what?
In Marvel Future Fight.
Marvel Future Fight. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I think that's a game. Yeah, I think she was introduced.
Is one of the mobiles.
I'm gonna have to look her up, but from what I saw,
her first comic appearance was in 2019, War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas.
Okay, so she exists.
Yeah,
because she has voice lines with Shang-Chi. Not Shang-Chi.
Okay, good.
Iron Fist.
Speaking of Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi would be nice in the game.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if we gonna get somebody to get,
are we talking about MCU Shang-Chi, or are we talking about Shang-Chi?
Any Shang-Chi.
Because MCU Shang-Chi has the rings. Marvel Shang-Chi does not.
That's fine. Give us the rings.
I didn't know that.
Right.
Yeah. He's broke. He's fire without him, but yeah.
Yeah, he's like the best.
Is it like similar to Iron Fist
in the Marvel universe?
Because I don't need two, martial artists on my ass just auto locking with their fucking punches while I'm 50 feet in the air. Like either have the rings or.
I could be wrong, but I just know Shang-Chi is just a martial artist. It's like Jackie Chan, but like times 20, like Goku or some shit like that. I don't think he has powers for real. If he does, I missed that part. I think.
You just see him in the corner with Iron Fist, and they like do some fucking fusion dance or some shit.
They both speaking Mandarin.
That's like their team ability. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that'd be fire. But yeah, Millers, how do you feel about Luna Snow design, character-wise? I know you like how she has the two-tone.
I love her. I think she's so cute. But I'm like in very girl-like fashion. Just like when you were scrolling and I saw Psylocke, I was like, Psylocke's so cute. So yes, I have to pick all my characters very much on aesthetic and how cute they are. I'm like, I don't like the costumes and designs for the characters you guys are liking. And I like picking a girl.
I think Hawkeye's design is fire, but I just like the original better.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely don't. I don't argue with that. I actually do love the cool thing about Marvel Rivals for me is like both just the aesthetic and the designs and stuff for like the characters are really cool because it just looks really well. But I love like the options and skins that you have, especially for the women, because like, yeah, sure, there's a portion of the community that's gonna wanna, you know, oh yeah, there's ass on my screen. Okay. But there's like they actually do have some like really, really cool skins. Like you've got Mantis with the helmet skin. You've got Hella over here. She's got a black hole in her chest. It's like there's just some really cool stuff in here that I really like, and they're really creative with it too.
Okay, I stand by my I correct myself. I looked it up just now. No, he's still known as the best martial artist in the Marvel universe, but he does have powers. He definitely does.
Shang-Chi?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yes, they did give him the 10 rings. They just don't look like the ones in the movie, obviously. But I mean, they are still rings on his arms, and he pretty much does some of the same shit that this Iron Fist would do: chi manipulation, stamina, super strength, durability, speed, etc. So he does have power. So no, adding him would be detrimental to any person in the backline.
Yeah. But shoot, I've been noticing Black Panther is a problem in this game. Oh my goodness.
Season 0 or season 1?
No.
As of right now, Black Panther is a problem in this game.
Make Emma Frost a tank specifically.
That because of the diamond skin. I didn't think about that.
Or Rogue. I would love to see Rogue in this game.
As a tank, we have too many duelists.
Cool.
We have too many people who can be duelists. We need to split that shit up.
There's not Rogue should be a tank.
As many healers.
A flying tank.
That makes a lot of sense.
You know how crazy that is?
That would be hard.
He just goes over.
That's as crazy as Venom being a tank that can swing away. Yes, I think that's fair. You want to have her get her escapability to do like a little superhero takeoff or something shit and just get away.
That'd be hard.
Rogue should be a flying
Emma Frost as a
sure.
tank? That's hard. That's hard.
Still have telekinetic powers, but she can go diamond form when she needs to.
Right.
For like defensive purposes.
Who's some other tanks that could be in this game?
Well, off top, Juggernaut.
Not Colossus. Let's not put him up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would rather have the Juggernaut than Colossus. I feel like people like really trying to get Colossus in there. I kind of hate that.
Colossus is cool, but Juggernaut.
I love Colossus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How we gonna have
a Wolverine
Magic,
and not a Colossus?
His little sister, and we got the original, like you just said, Wolverine when they created that throw, and then you don't put in Colossus. Y'all not gonna do my.
We already have Hulk for that now. We don't need another.
No, we not. Nah, that
we don't need another.
The originator, bro. That's out of pocket.
I mean, out of all of the X-Men, though, Colossus.
Don't do that.
What are you doing over there? What are you
out of all the options, if you had to choose like 5,
there's so many X-Men. You want to pick Colossus just because of a fucking throw?
You're adding Colossus
for one short ass superhero. Please,
bro. When the original arcade game came out for X-Men, that's all I used was Colossus. I've been a Colossus fan since I was literally a kid. Like Peter Rasputin. Like I know his whole first day. Like, bro, I am a huge fan. The only reason why I know about Magic is because I'm a Colossus fan and I read the comics. So no, like Colossus is hard, bro. His personality is dope. He's a essential part of the X-Men, and he's one of the few people we see in the comics that is not scared to go toe to toe with the Hulk and people like Juggernauts or people who are just OP 100-tonners. So no, I'm not going to stand.
Your whole body made out of thick ass metal. That is stronger through training. Like, I probably wouldn't be afraid of the Juggernaut either. I'd probably max his ass out too.
You sound crazy as fuck.
I love Colossus.
My skin is literally hard as shit. Like, I'm gonna take a punch and throw that shit back.
This is why this is my brother. That's literally my favorite character, and I literally didn't think about him. Yes.
Who?
I don't know who Gentle is, but he's
from My
he's
Hero?
a new mutant, and he has like vibranium tattoos.
From My Hero.
I was so lost.
Crazy. And Luke Cage,
we
for
love
sure.
Gentle Criminal around here.
Yeah, Luke Cage would be a good one, and he could be paired up with fucking Iron Fist.
Yes.
Oh, how did I not mention Ultron? Why is Ultron not in this game?
Oh no, he's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. I need him quicker.
Also, I want to see what that Dracula is doing. What Dracula does in Blade. I want to see what that looked like.
I'm just saying, if we're naming 5 characters in the X-Men universe.
No, put the Blob in there. Fuck's wrong.
Colossus is not making my top 5 characters.
Out of every
character from X-Men, you got Apocalypse, you've got Gambit, you've got Rogue.
The tops of the tops, like the villains.
I'm just talking about characters that need to be in this game. You know,
I want to say Mr. Sinister, but I don't know what he would do.
That's great.
I don't know what he would do. I don't know what would make his kit be, but I like the idea of it.
What's his name? What was the dude name that in X-Men 97, the last villain?
Bastion?
The one, the Sentinel guy.
Yeah. Well, no, not Bastion. No, what's his name? Bastion?
Yeah, Sebastian.
Yeah. The Sentinel nigga.
Yeah, that would be hard too. Yeah, because he's a tech dude. So I'm assuming that anybody who does tech, like, they can disable their shit. You know what I mean? And like
that would only be like Iron Man and like Rocket.
Crazy.
And I suppose Punisher. But those are the only people who have tech anything.
Well, you know, like Penny. Or what's her name?
Oh, I forgot about Penny.
Yeah. So like every time she's or even Rocket, like anytime they're doing those support things to like heal or do anything like that, he could disable it. You know what I mean? Because those things have a lot of fucking health. So imagine having a character that could
especially Penny's thing. Penny's thing got hella health. Like it takes a lot. Like as a support character, it's taking forever for me to take that shit down. I have to turn into Cloak just to kind of take it down, and I'm still getting hit while I'm trying to take it down. I'm just sacrificing myself to get it as low as possible because them spider mind shits, that's just annoying.
You know who would be the most annoying character to go against? Jubilee.
Oh, because of the sparks.
Yeah, the explosive. If they had like explosive damage, and then she could like concentrate it and stuff, like that would be.
I would think it would be like somebody like Kitty Pryde, you know, the girl who
Kitty Pryde. Oh my gosh,
that would be OP in this game, honestly.
Just phasing away, and it's like, what am I supposed to do?
And just imagine the travel speed, like instead of going all around the buildings where you trying to catch up,
through the walls
after some you just straight through. We might be on to something.
You could never get stuck. You could never get stuck behind something. Like, you know, sometimes people back into a corner. You're trying to like
that might actually be broken.
Like, get away. You're like, shit, a wall. Like, not Kitty.
Wouldn't the game have to nerf her then?
Yeah, the game would have to
use up her magic expeditiously, like.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't be able to do that like constantly. Like, she would have to have like a crazy ass cooldown. Like, you have to use this and like make sure that you know you want to use it. Otherwise, you're done. Because people can still break walls.
What else would she be able to do then?
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, and besides that,
I would say you know how Groot has that like special where they're stuck in the trees. Kitty, just like how she did in the movie, can grab somebody and take them under and have them held for a second before they can get out. So immobilize people.
She could probably like take.
I was gonna say stick her hand in somebody's body or whatever and do like internal damage.
And pull them out of like areas where they're like damage is low, but she could like pull them on the other side of the wall.
Could she switch Scarlet Witch if they can both phase through things? And like a person who can phase touch another person who can phase? Does that make sense?
That's even harder. That would be clean if she could.
I don't think so because Scarlet Witch, when she goes intangible, she's just like some little magic orb soul thing that's floating around. She's not a body.
Right.
Kitty is a body.
All right, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I will say, if they could do this, like this format of stuff, but like put anime characters in it instead, also would go high. Would go high. They had that potential with the. It wasn't J Stars. What was the one that came after J Stars? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Damn. Y'all know
all three of us is like
no.
Y'all know what J Stars is? J Stars is like Super Smash Brothers for anime characters. They had a big one that came out like a while ago, but it's like it was supposed to be updated. It was supposed to be better, so it turned into like more of like a Marvel versus Capcom for anime characters, and I cannot for the life of me right now remember what it was.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about?
Like they had hella characters in it. Asta from Black Clover, Zoro.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Jump Force.
Oh, you said J Stars. I don't know what the fuck. I thought
J Stars was first. J Stars came first, and then they did Jump Force after it because J Stars did so well.
No,
I said Nightcrawler. Yeah. I've been said Nightcrawler. Right, Nightcrawler needs to be like the next one up.
Before we hit that hour mark, I want to get his takes on some of these posts. So from Tapping No Capping, I want to ask you, Magneto has a better reason for vengeance. Tap means agree, cap means disagree. That's Kratos. What would you say?
Magneto has a better reason for revenge?
Yes.
I would say yes.
I say yeah.
If we're talking about he's gone through the Holocaust, he's perpetually being, subjugated to prejudice by the world. Yeah, like
facts.
If anyone has a right, and then if you bring in X-Men 97 too, and like just yet again he's trying his best to like give humanity a chance and they still screw it up. At that point, I'd crash out. Everyone's got to go.
I didn't see what he did wrong, honestly. I understand because people argued me down, but I was like, yeah, fuck. No, what are we doing? Y'all testing my patience and y'all testing it with the wrong one. We're not doing this. Everybody got to go. If you're not a mutant, you don't got the X gene, you got to go.
I would have crashed out when Storm lost her abilities. I would have
been like,
yep, no.
He did. He cried.
You got to go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm turning myself in and y'all still find a way to fuck me over? Please. No. And then Genosha? No.
There's a follow-up.
My question is, why would you poke the bear? Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna take this stick and just jab this nigga. Like, what? Why would you do that?
So there's a follow-up. What's that show? There's a follow-up. So for the Magneto post, right? And is it still showing or is it down? Okay, great. So who has the better reason for vengeance? You got that. Who had the better speeches between Kratos and Magneto?
Magneto.
Damn, that's tough.
Magneto.
I liked Kratos' speeches.
He
was cool. He was cool. Don't get me wrong.
So does Magneto.
Magneto though. Magneto shit came from like a real place. Unfortunately for me,
and Kratos did it.
Kratos not at first.
It did, but like the source of your problems is yourself though. Like I don't know what to tell you.
He was a Spartan, bro. He was trying to protect his family and all that.
All noble causes, but you're only in this predicament because you asked for power. Magneto didn't ask for none of that shit. He was like, all he did was
I shall kill them.
And people
all.
were like, nah, kill him. Like that. Like, what do you want me to do? So yeah, no, I think
I will soak in the blood of my enemies.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do, bro. Now,
basically, Kratos is a crash out. That's what y'all saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kratos was absolutely a crash 100%. Out.
They both crash out, but all
he was like, he finally started to calm down a bit, and he started giving some great speeches, especially when he had his son and stuff. So
right.
I mean, you get rid of your whole pantheon and your revenge is done. Like, yeah, you don't have a choice but to, take it to Florida and just chill now on the beach. Like, you ain't got shit else to do.
But
just
we got
another pantheon. You try not to fight. Like, what you want me? Like, yeah, I got speeches for
got
days.
Magneto. We've got Magneto grabbing the world leaders and floating like 300 miles in the sky and just being like,
I could drop you.
Giving them like the greatest fucking like speech of all time. Like they should have put this shit on full blast on like world news, just like what he had to say. That was a speech that went down in history.
Or his little mini. I don't know if I would call it a speech, more his reply to the same chick when they were in Genosha. If I remember what that one was. He's like,
I love X-Men 97 was.
That was goated.
Boy,
that
show was amazing.
Chef kisses.
Their dialogue in that TV show was incredible.
So many people allow their world leaders to be terrorists or something like that. I was like, bar.
The last two follow-up questions.
Am I watching the right show?
The last two follow-up questions for that post is: who would you rather follow into war? All mutants versus all the God of War pantheons.
Mutants.
So like all of the mutants in the world versus all of the gods that Kratos rocks with. You have to follow one into war. Magneto as your leader, Kratos as your leader, all the mutants, all the gods.
Fighting
whose side are you picking?
If I'm trying to be on the winning side, I'd join Kratos. But ethically speaking, I would rather join Magneto. I just don't know if we have collectively enough power to take down Pantheon. That's my thing.
Okay.
I would rather fight, go with Magneto.
Right.
Rich, same.
Yeah, same.
Okay, Neelers.
No. I want to be alive at the end of the battle. That's cool. Y'all can go in with your ethics and all that, but you died in the war. I get to rewrite the story however I want. Just like tell it was dumb. He chose the wrong side, and here's all the things he did. I'll see what
that's why I said if I want to be on the winning
if you
side,
want to live, you're
going
God
Kratos.
No,
I know.
But I'm saying though, I feel like y'all don't know how crazy these mutants are. Like you just said, Magneto himself stopped the world axis from spinning. Like he is planetary. You got other characters like Storm, who is a literal god who controls all of weather. It's not just Phoenix. Like, lightning and shit Phoenix like that. Like, no, she's changing atoms and shit. You have there's broken mutants who are not like mainstream, like Reed Richards' kid, or they have godly beings. You know what I mean? Like reality warping characters. So I'm like,
but isn't it enough to take down a demigod or a titan though?
Right.
I would.
That's my concern.
If we're going like really deep into
I played the games. I saw what Gaia looked like. That was tough.
This is the thing with
whole mountain that we're inside of.
True.
One of the things with comics and why I try not to have arguments about like comic books is because you can always find some like crazy ass feat in a comic book where they just like, oh yeah, I just turned the next page. Your attack didn't do anything to me. Like, right. I'm the one reading, nigga. What do you mean you turned my page and went on to the next shit? Like you've got stuff like that. So it's like, and it's always somewhere. Like there's so many comics from the last like 60 years that there's always some BS feat somewhere. So it's like, you got it.
Well, we won't do comic then. Let's ask you about this. I saw this on your post about Nana, right? You talk about Nana. Who do you feel like will win between Nana and Sugar Mama if they was to get into it?
Damn. I can't remember everything Sugar Mama did in Proud Family. If I had to go with who would probably win, it'd probably be Nana, just because she literally boxed with a lion. Like, I don't know if it gets any crazier than that, but I'd have to rewatch Proud Family because I'm sure SugarAma did some crazy stuff in that TV show.
Tell it.
That comment got me.
I missed the comment. That's funny.
All right, I'm sorry. What?
Sugar Mama or Nana?
Is this Nana from Madagascar?
Yeah.
Yes. Good
job.
Nana.
Nana would, yeah.
I don't remember Sugar Mama beating up any animals.
Sugar Mama, just purely because I'm like, I have black grandmas. I have faith that she would win. I've seen how far she'll go. To quote Moana, a great movie, unlike the second one. And that's it.
This Moana 2 hate.
What I remember Sugar Mama wrestling. Who's that big whale character from Lilo and Stitch? From when they did the crossover? The dude that hunts down Stitch all the time. He's an alien.
No, I know you're talking about.
Oh,
I didn't know.
It starts with a J. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Jamba? Or is that
I think that's the scientist. I think Jamba is the scientist, not the guy. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Well,
I think it is Jamba. I think the scientist is Keekly.
Maybe.
No, that's the skinny one-eyed one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the sidekick. Yeah.
Oh,
I can just search it.
I got it. Yeah. Gantu.
Good job. It was something like that. I thought it was a G. But yeah, she whooped Gantu in a wrestling match. You know what I'm saying? So she fighting huge beings too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking Sugar Mama in. When she beats up Oscar all the time, she literally caves his face in.
That's true. I would say Sugar Mama is definitely more ruthless. That's for sure. She's definitely the more ruthless person. So if given the opportunity to kill, she's definitely putting her in the dirt.
Got you. Only a few more. Since we were talking about anime, who has the better sense of smell between Tanjiro and Wolverine?
Wolverine.
Why was that so fast?
I feel like this nigga Tanjiro smells concepts. like he's not a physical thing. He's just like, I smell like you had a bad childhood. What the fuck? What you mean you smelled my childhood? What the hell? Yeah, off of that, I might.
That's actually a good point.
I might give it a Tanjiro if he can smell your entire lifespan. So you killing people and you're like, oh, your mom beat you as a child.
Right. I agree.
You got 5K argue with that.
Because Tanjiro smell, he can smell like traps. He can smell, I don't know how he does it. He can smell when an attack is coming. Like literally a mid-fight, he'll follow the scent of where the attack is coming. Don't know how he does that, but he does that. He can smell how many people you kill, how old you are. He's a great tracker, just like Wolverine, because of his smell. I'm like, yeah, his smell is pretty broken. So, yeah, I'm going with that.
He's got spidey sense for the nose.
Yeah. Speaking of spidey sense, who had the best collection?
Into the Spider-Verse. I have to give it the Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, Incredibles is probably one of my, if not my favorite Pixar movie of all time.
They announced 3 already.
Say again?
They announced 3 at D3.
Yeah, they announced that they're going to make a third. I just don't know what the third would be about. Unless we're actually going to get a time skip.
Oh my god.
That's too funny. No, I just don't know what a third movie for The Incredibles would be about. Unless they actually had a time. If they did a time skip, they would have to do a time skip. But I don't know if Disney's got the actual brains to be like, oh yeah, let's actually do a time skip.
We watched Andy break up. Age up, grow up.
That's because they ran out of ideas. They're on the 5th movie now. They gotta at least do something growing up.
Who?
Because for Toy Story,
and all types of people that grew up.
Yeah, and they didn't know when to quit after they did it either.
Exactly. They just kept going.
They're making another one. Why?
They are toys.
They should have stopped after 3.
They can live forever.
They should have stopped after 3.
They still did. I didn't mind 4. 4 was also a good way to end it for Woody in his story, but it really should have stopped at 3. Only for them to you did all that to save the toys and all them, just for Andy to give up Woody. What was the point? You leave it there, and now you're doing it again. And Woody's the lost toy with Bo Peep. Leave it alone.
I don't even know what the 5th movie is going to be about.
But are we going back to Woody?
I just think Into the Spider-Verse is it is quite possible, especially the second movie. I think it's breaking leaps and bounds for animation, the animation department in general, because the stuff they're doing in those movies are you never thought it was possible.
That shit was so good.
That movie is incredible.
That cliffhanger pissed me off. I wanted to flip my chair.
Facts.
I was so upset because I was like, God, how the fuck is he gonna get out credits? What do you mean?
Credits? What do you mean?
And now it's gonna take even longer because this thing should be more.
And I love the appreciation that they have, the attention to detail and how much they appreciate specific things. They go hard in the paint for culture, for music, for everything. Animation is it's like a love letter, in my opinion.
No, facts.
The art style that they took into to make Hobie and how he changed colors depending on his moods and all that. Love all of that.
They had to create a whole new animation style for that. That's so crazy to me.
Every single Spider-Verse that they went to, Gwen had a whole completely different style that was so abstract. Hobie had a different style. Miles had the same style, but
and the Lego one.
Oh no!
It was, and they connected all the spider shits together. When I saw Donald Glover in there, I lost my shit.
Yeah, that was fire.
Prowler,
right?
Yeah. I was like, yo, they are doing what they are supposed to be doing.
And then the solo final sheet. That's crazy. David, you're tripping, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And then like when it comes to culture too, and Into the Spider-Verse, they make sure to let you know, like they remind you he's also Puerto Rican, so you'll see like the Puerto Rican flags in like specific places, or the Spanish is really accurate. They'll even use like specific terms that come from Puerto Rico. So
he was eating the beef patty in the beginning,
right?
Fighting the spot.
Last two questions, because we asked about the future of Marvel. How would y'all feel if these two actors took these roles? We have Cynthia Erivo as Storm. Cynthia Erivo played the Green Witch. I don't know what's her. What do you call her? What's her? It's like
I forgot.
I forgot too.
I keep saying Agatha in my mind, but it's not that.
Like Agatha all along, but it's not that. It's something else. I don't know. I have to look it up. But yes, her for playing Storm, and then also Eldest Hodge.
Alfaba.
So
that one I'm iffy on. It's a hard no for the Storm shit though. I love her willingness. I love her willingness. I do. I really do. No though. It's not.
No, it's a hard no for me as well. I don't know about I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. Is it Aldris? I know the actor. I don't know if he would be a good Black Panther. I love the idea of I believe his name is Damson Idris. The guy who played
I thought about that too.
the guy who played Franklin in Snowfall. I think he's
really
perfect for the role. I think he's perfect for it.
Also,
I love his performance in Snowfall. I think he has the acting chops, and I think he also I feel like he can give off the fit of Black Panther, and he might be a little bit younger, so it could be like a different variant, or it could be like his son. Like if we age up his son,
I need somebody younger to play these characters. We don't need 50-year-old people, 45-year-old people to play these characters, and they contract is up in like the next 2 years. Please, we just did all this to get them recasted. Get somebody younger that can get a better opportunity, that looks like him, that can pull off the role, just like Chadwick.
Do you feel like
we can go with that role? We don't have to go with star-studded people.
Do you think that, bro, the dude from Snowfall? Do you think that he has the build to be Black Panther? Because he's relatively super small.
Right. I mean, we didn't know,
but he can always get bigger, just like all the rest of them. Chris Pratt wasn't able to. He was fat.
Right. Here's the thing
with he did all that stuff. He got as big as he did for Star-Lord. Same thing with Paul Rudd. That's like the MCU basis. Like get into shape, get the character. Boom.
I mean, he killed the LA. You feel me?
And most of his suits are being CGI anyway.
Right. And here's the thing too. We didn't even know that Chadwick was going through what he was going through for the longest time, and like he was able to still do it despite, when you see the pictures later, it's like, you actually, you could see it that his body was being affected, but he was still doing the role flawlessly. So I think he'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Damson's body type isn't no different than Chadwick's. Just Damson is taller, I'm sure.
Yeah,
that's about it. But we don't really care about height and all that, because if that was the case, we'd all have a problem with Hugh Jackman still being Wolverine, but we don't.
Thought you were about to go over to RDJ. I was like,
4'8" king,
or that.
How do y'all feel about RDJ coming?
I don't like it.
I think in a vacuum. No. I think in a vacuum, he would have been a great Doom, but he's already Iron Man, so it's like, I don't know. If they never show his face,
I'd like him too.
That's who I like him too. That's my brother.
Yeah, I like him too. I like him too as a deal for T'Challa. Hell yeah, him too. He needs a redemption. He needs a redemption since Insecure.
I'm just googling everybody.
Yeah, I am too.
You watch Insecure? You know who that is, right?
Yeah, I watch Insecure and I watch it's called oh my god, I'm so bad with names right now.
Awkward Black Girl?
No, it's the show.
The show that came after Awkward Black Girl. That was on HBO.
What's the show called? Unprisoned, I think it's called. Have y'all heard of that?
Unprisoned?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. He's a therapist.
Oh, you're talking about somebody else that could do it.
No, I'm talking about who
the guy that
he's not the therapist. He's not the therapist.
Wyland Noel.
He is a therapist, ain't he?
No.
He's not the therapist in Unprisoned?
Hell no. No, I just the one with Kerry Washington and OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching that like last week. No, that's not him.
Look it up right after this.
Yeah, he's some light skinned nigga.
He's not light. Oh yeah, you're tripping. He's not light skinned.
Wait, I'll Google it. What?
Unprisoned cast.
Okay.
Yeah, you tripping. You said light skin. That brother's
Yeah,
nowhere near
like a light skinned nigga. He don't look like me and you.
YLAN space Noel. You're tripping.
Hold up. Okay, no, sorry, you Google it because I'm confused. I'm seeing a couple black men.
Okay.
His name is Mark K. Richardson.
I was about to say I'm getting Mark. I seen him in a.
First of all, this first picture, he doesn't look light skinned. But if you look at the other ones, he looks a lot like her.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Mark Richardson. My fault.
No, that's
he ain't light skinned. That brother is not light skinned.
In that picture, no.
I'll find a different one.
Yeah. But anyways, y'all, that was a little rabbit hole we went
like
down.
in the other pictures, he looks like well done toast. You know what I mean?
You're wild.
No.
Damn.
You're wild. All right. Well, you wasn't able to be here for a long time.
See?
Yeah.
That's lighting, bro. That's filtered. That ain't
not the only one though.
Yeah, no, that's
like
wild.
no, it's looking bad. Like he looking my color.
Nah, don't you give yourself too much credit.
I'm just saying, from here over here, this little L shape right here, he don't look like us. He looks lighter than us.
They not like us.
Stop quoting him.
Well, yeah, I was gonna try to like go through your content and stuff, bro, but it looked like we got carried away with the conversation. We already an hour 15 minutes in. I know you had stuff to do, so
no, you're fine. I just got dogs, so they barking their heads off. So
no, you good. I mean, did you have to go? That's why I was kind of rushing through.
No, you're fine. I probably have like another 15-20 minutes.
Oh shit, you should have said so. I'm trying to be respectful of your time. I said an hour, and I'm like,
you.
Boy, Telly kept going. I was like, I can't get to nothing.
Oh, but we know it's crazy.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Nah, I appreciate y'all all being here, man. Okay, so we know in the movie, why am I so bad with names right now, bro? I'm gonna have to just write all this shit down. Who's Zendaya's husband right now or fiance?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Thank you so much. We know that Doctor Strange couldn't. Basically, he called him in the movie. You know what I'm saying? But do you feel like he could catch Miles? Tap or cap? He can't catch him. You know, Miles was getting away from all the Spider-Men. So if he can get away from all the Spider-Men altogether, I don't see Strange doing too much better.
I love Miles, but no. I think Strange got him. Because I'm like, I feel like that was the pressure of him trying to save his dad.
Right. Not to mention, I think one of the biggest reasons that Tom Holland's Spider-Man was able to get away from Doctor Strange was because they've worked together before and he knows him pretty well and he already knew about the mirror universe a little bit because he explained it to him earlier on. So if he didn't know that, I don't think Miles would have picked up as quickly.
Okay. That's fair. That's actually a really good thought out answer. Okay.
I don't know.
I saw somebody say somewhere on the internet, they was just like, but they were referring to Venom. They weren't talking about Miles. They said, if I'm going to fight a Spider-Man, not to be racist, but I'd rather fight the white one. I thought that shit was hilarious because basically, you know, Venom being a tank on there, he is, you know, intimidating the fight. You know what I mean? And
right.
By the way, while we're talking about designs, he definitely has one of the best designs in the game for sure. You know what I mean? Seeing how the symbiote is consistently moving on his body, it's fire.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like the way Tom Holland got out of that Mirror Force shit was bullshit. I thought it was just plot. It's like, oh look, math, and then I got out of it. What? Like, no, I don't. So I don't know because.
And then he was stuck there for like what, 18 hours or something. Like he couldn't get out
before he got out. Like, get the fuck out of here! No,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Strange might be a villain because he threw a whole train at this dude, bro. He threw a whole train at him. I'm like, God damn. It's not that deep. Like,
wasn't that what
it was that
I
deep.
would say Masters of the Universe. What the hell was that? Multiverse of Madness was about him being a villain in a different timeline.
All right.
True.
Him and Tony got that shit bad. That's what comes with being intelligent. All those intelligent people end up being villains because they do like a whole bunch of crazy shit to control everybody. Tony had it. Doctor Strange had it. Goddamn, Mr. Fantastic had it. And it's up to everybody else to try and stop them because they have, a better moral compass than these niggas. They're all X's and X's and O's and zeros and ones. They don't care about human empathy.
I don't think I asked y'all this, but who's your main?
Cloak and Dagger.
Who do y'all main?
Storm.
Cloak and Dagger.
Funny you bring this up because Storm, I hated the way people were talking about Storm when she first came out because everyone was like, Storm's so ass, she's garbage, she needs a buff. No. And I'm sitting here like, if you just learn how to use her, she definitely doesn't need a buff outside of her wind blades being a little bit faster because those were slow as hell. But I'm like, bruh, y'all can just use this character. She does not need a buff. Then they gave her like the biggest buff, and now I'm just rolling through lobbies with Storm. I'm like, all right, y'all did this to yourselves. If you wanted to buff up my character, then whatever, it is what it is, Now everybody want to use Storm. It's too late now, nigga. You made your grave. I will be auto-locking, and you will not get the pick.
Yo, I didn't even know that was a thing until literal last night, bro. Literal last night. Somebody auto-locked Moon Knight. I don't use them. Again, I think it's two people I think are lazy characters to use. Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl. Fuck all y'all. All the users for those two, fuck all of y'all. But
and Wanda. You go ahead and add Wanda to that list.
Yeah, add Wanda.
Oh, yeah, and Wanda. But they auto-lock those characters. So it's like if you're running on there, you might as well find another person to main because those are going to be the characters that people auto-lock off top.
It's really cool seeing strategists get auto-locked because the higher you get up in rank too, it's like people actually want to play Cloak and Dagger. They want to play Invisible Girl, which I think is really cool because when you play Overwatch, nobody wanted to play the healer. Nobody wanted to be Mercy.
Right.
I did.
Which I think is really smart because once they start bringing these characters out for like shows and movies and bringing them back, they're gonna be like more popularized because of the game. Like that younger audience is gonna have a fresher, more intimate, feeling towards these characters because the problem was a lot of these people don't read comic books. So our familiarity with them versus like a newer generation or whatever is not the same. So it's like, oh wow, I use this character all the time, and I want to see, so it brings more hype. You know what I'm saying? So like back to the question that we were saying earlier about Marvel having a revival, I think so. You know what I mean? I think Rival's just on the trajectory of just consistently impressing me, going to make even greater heights. I think that, I think it's Man Without Fear with Daredevil is also still going to be fire. I think everything that they do is fire. I don't know. Now I want to know if the Daredevil is going to rival the Penguin. That's what I want to know. I want to know if it can rival that because the Penguin thoroughly impressed me.
Penguin was really good.
I wonder what they're going to do with Daredevil because I know Frank is going to be there, and I like that. I've been waiting for him to come back, so I don't really know where this is going to go. Like, I wonder if he's going to be like in there for a minute. Is he going to have like a small little cameo? How many episodes are they going to do? Like, these are the things that make me want to watch it because I'm curious because I have invested, nostalgia in these in particular characters. Like when Daredevil first came out, like it was like a top-notch series on Netflix, and it only got better as the seasons went on. I don't think the only time it went downhill was when they did Defenders, but we don't have to talk about that. Yeah, I like that. I want to see. I'm genuinely interested, especially if they keep the same level of gore and like grittiness to it specifically. Yeah.
Who do y'all have teams y'all run with? Do y'all have a team?
I only got me and my main homie that's usually on my channel when he's like finally off work. I think I was able to make one more main person. His name is HGB, and I see him like every now and again. He's usually either a healer with me or he's a penny tank, and it's usually just the three of us. But I'm trying to build up so I can get up out of rank. I keep getting paired up with people in rank who don't do their fucking job, and they just take my rank down.
So just fuck me, right? Because we just gamed
Yeah.
together last night. So you just said fuck me.
Yeah, I just got to you. You're asking. These are the main people I've been playing. I just got to you yesterday.
That was our first time. How did I do?
Yeah,
How did I do?
I couldn't even stick around because I had to take. I had shit to do.
No Dawson question. How did I do?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was just trying to make sure to heal everybody up.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I made name more, and I was
getting pegged in the back. They was diving on me like crazy.
So.
We won.
What about you, Rich? You have a team?
Yeah, me and a couple buddies. We'll get on. Me and one buddy that I've known for most of my life. We get on all the time, and then it'll be like it'll alternate, like one other creator or another friend that we have, like we might get on. But if we're like going in the rink, then it's usually me and my buddy. And we'll get in.
Okay, so you have a set squad every time.
No, not like we don't have like a set like team of 6. It'll just be like a few friends, and then we'll get in with randos, and either the randos will be like the best players ever or like complete ass. Like you're playing Spider-Man and you're 2-20. How is this possible?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like you might as well be a support character.
I want them to
add
her.
That would be dope.
That would be.
I want them to add her either as a tank or as a support. I would love
that'd
that.
Be fire.
Because she's just
tell the viewers about her.
Kaori is a person that they just literally introduced during the 2nd season of What If. We were wondering for a minute when we were doing the reaction to it, like, who the hell is this? There's nobody I've ever met before. I looked at my Marvel book and everything because I have a big Marvel book that lets me know about all the characters.
Same,
never seen it before. And then I looked at it.
Go get it. Since you were trying to out nerd me, hold on.
I don't know where mine.
This is right there.
It's in this big ass box. But yeah, she got introduced into from What If, and she's a very OP character. She's multilingual. She can teleport. She can do shielding. She has super speed. She has durability and strength. Oh yeah. Her first beef with her people, and she wasn't the only one at the time. It was like a whole tribe of these motherfuckers right here. They were like at least 20 deep, at least, and she was the leader of all of them. Yeah, she's cool as shit. If you want to check her out or like at least see what she does, like watch that episode of What If. I think it's season 2, episode 6. I think. Yeah. The only one I didn't get was BT because of too many verses. But yeah, she's really strong. She's really powerful, and I would love to see her as either a tank and using like her super speed and like I don't know, bulldoze people or like shield or whatever. I could probably see her more as a support character because she can do shielding, she can teleport, she can run like super fast and stuff like that. It would just be really cool to add her in there, and it would be a nice way to introduce like other people into this character since she's like a brand new character. Like this is like her. This is literally issue 1. So yeah, I would love to see her in Marvel Rivals. Just throwing that out there.
That'd be cool.
All right. Huh?
Oh no, he was like saying like where I can find her and all that, so I wrote it all down.
All right.
I think it's episode 6.
Rich, I just want to say your content has been amazing, bro. Very informative, very entertaining. Definitely want to collab with you again in the future. After we get off of here, I want to get your gamer tag so we can run a couple of rounds. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in on Tapping No Capping. Is there anything like future projects or anything like that you got coming on, or conventions you're gonna go to for the fans to be aware of?
Right now, I am solely focused on content just because TikTok is. We've already said it. TikTok's getting banned, which is so stupid because it was.
There's so many other things in the world to worry about.
Yeah, it was my main source of income too. So it was like, yeah, it's like, well, that's a shot in the leg, But as far as that, so I'm really just gonna be focusing on Instagram and YouTube and hoping that I can, get that going. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the same content I've always been doing. I don't think I have any like really big projects planned at the moment. I do want to get back into making long videos on YouTube because I used to do that a long time ago. But I haven't because editing is like the most strenuous thing ever. I hate editing. I hate editing with a passion. But as far as that, the only other thing I've got planned is conventions, which will be in May. I'm definitely going to DreamCon. I know I'll be there for sure. We usually do me and my group. We usually do anime court out at DreamCon. We did that the last 2 years. That was our panel where we talk about. We basically take cartoon and anime characters, and we put them on the stand and act like it's a courtroom, and we judge them to see if they're innocent or guilty for whatever stuff they might have done in the TV show.
I've seen that type of content before.
Yeah, so it's a really fun time. We've cleared out the room before, or we've packed out the room before in the past, and people really love doing it. So if you get a chance, then definitely stop by, because we haven't been approved yet. I don't know if we will be, but if we do get approved again this year, then it would be dope. And then I might be at MomoCon, but for whatever reason, DreamCon wanted to move themselves all the way to the end of May, and that's like 2 weekends of conventions back to back. And I just lost TikTok.
It's always like that, bro. I always have to between DreamCon or San Diego Comic-Con is like
right, because they're literally they're right next to each other. So yeah, that just depends on if I have the money to do both. But if I have to choose, then it'll be DreamCon for sure.
But all right, tell it anything you got going on. Future things that people know.
Just be on the lookout. If you join the channel, subscribe. I just react to stuff right now. I just posted episodes 5 of Creature Commandos.
Amazing! Oh, I forgot to talk about that. Creature Commandos is amazing.
Not what I thought it would be.
Amazing.
Not at all.
It's like Kill Bill meets like Suicide Squad or something like that. You know what I mean? Like the music, the grittiness, the
character development
scenes,
reminds me of Vox Machina too.
I love Vox Machina.
Vox Machina is great. If you haven't seen it, it's such a good show.
But I'll be editing episode 6 and Dragon Ball Daima episode 10 later on this evening, so I'll be getting those.
It's getting a lot of flack. How you feel about it?
Really? I like it. I like it just fine. Initially, like the first 3 episodes in, I was like, okay, where are we going with this exactly? Because it was spent so much time on them like being little and shit like that. I'm like, okay, where's the plot point? And then afterwards, it like, it took off, and I was like, okay, cool. We're going in a more familiar direction, but like in a good way. Like they really like mixed in some like old school Dragon Ball nostalgia type feel to it to like flesh out the characters. It's like, okay, we got to start over for the most part because we're little again. Let's retrain our bodies, etc., so on and so forth. Still deal with these villains, etc., so on and so forth. And where it's at now, I don't mind it. I don't know if everybody's caught up or if anybody's watching it because I
haven't even tried it. Yeah, so
I haven't checked it out yet.
When you get to episode 12, I think it is. It does something. Unless you guys got spoiled on it already, but it does something where I'm like, about time. Because why hasn't that happened yet until this point?
Oh yeah. I got spoiled. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They skipped over that, and everybody was like, "Wow, yeah, I get it."
And then that happened. I'm like, okay, finally, because that makes more sense. And he was a bad motherfucker when he did it, and I appreciate that.
Right.
I appreciated everything about that. So as far as like world exploration and stuff like that, because we're in a whole new area now. We're not on Earth. We're doing something else completely different. We're learning different things about people that we've already known for years, and I like that. So for me, I like Dragon Ball Daima. I don't have no problems with it. Gotcha. I think people who probably are hating on it probably just have like the old school Dragon Ball Z feel to it or whatever, and I don't understand why, because it's not like Super was any better. So it's a different formula. It's a different formula. Enjoy the different formula. It's like Akira Toriyama's like last shit before he passed. Like enjoy the shit while you have it before other people start taking over.
Right.
And when you do, let me know if you want to watch Creature Commandos together. I think for the finale, I'm down for that.
It's already over.
That was the last one where she got popped. That was it. That's a fucked up way to end it. That was
the last one. That's why they ended it that way with the
thing. Kill though, bro. I appreciate that because she was playing.
Because she tied it all together, and I was like, okay, I knew I wasn't tripping when I didn't trust this bitch.
Right. The whole time, bro. You're not just knocking people off with those glowing eyes in the water and all that shit. And
Thank you. I was like, that's the eyes of a killer right there. She's been here before.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And then she come out the water and she's like all timid and shit. Like,
oh my god, this transition, but like then the bride explained all that. I was like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, the way the bride approached it though was gangster, bro. She walked up in there, she was like, keep it a band with you. I don't even fuck with you,
Jackson and Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
On
like Samuel Jackson,
GP,
Pulp Fiction,
you took
just
out the
minus
only
prayer.
person I rock with. Like it's bad for you. And then she waited for her to pick up the gun, bro. Like that was intentional. Like, yeah, I wanna like intimidate.
I want you to show
in
your
the
true
last moment.
colors.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Show me your true colors before I pop you. But yeah,
At first I was confused. I was like, nobody heard the gunshot, but I when I
It was a
rewatched it from
silencer.
editing, I forgot she had a silencer on. I was like, oh, okay,
Right.
well, no wonder. That makes sense. Gotcha. But yeah, amazing fucking series.
Also, that boy Frankenstein is like Mario, bro. Like
Get him the fuck off my screen. Get him the fuck off my
he is
screen.
not
I'm tired of his
like,
shit.
he's
tired
not
of
his
letting
shit.
Brian
That's a
live.
different level of paranoid.
He had,
Right.
first of all, I will say this in his defense. He did have a legit reason to crash out the way he did. But after that, before that, and after that, no, get him the fuck off my screen, bro.
Yeah.
I need him gone. Because what are we doing here?
Chasing
Right.
after her for 80 years or however
Man.
long it was.
It was beyond 80
Ridiculous.
years. She was made in 1831.
Oh yeah,
If this is updated, we're in 2025 now.
right. So like
Yeah,
200
nah, it's been a
years of
minute.
just chasing after her. Which is it's crazy because you kind of feel bad for him to a certain extent because he's just like a psychopath and
You were
he
hanging
was
on a
literally
yacht with
created.
bitches. Get one
He
of
was
them.
created to he doesn't care about him. He was created for the sole purpose, or she was created
Yeah.
with the intention
be
of
his
being
bride.
his wife, and she's
He
literally
says it out
named
loud.
the bride. So it's like, dude, just like it's just it's unfortunate, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder if she actually has a name. We just never got to it because the flashback didn't show Victor giving her a name.
No,
we've
that
been calling
is
her
her
the
name.
we've been calling her the bride, but like, did Victor actually give her a name like in
Like
secret?
a new name? I don't know. Maybe
I
like
think
a
so.
Yeah,
I
like-
think
like-
possibly,
like-
but she
like
called
Monsters,
he
nigga,
called
his
her
name is
the
Eric.
bride.
Yeah.
Victor?
The person who created her.
Frankenstein? Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. Everybody keeps calling the monster Frankenstein. He's not Frankenstein. He's
Right, but
he's
well, I think he
monster.
is Frankenstein in DC.
He's Eric
Well,
Frankenstein technically, but he's
Yeah.
like it's like one of them dumb little things. Whatever. Anyway,
Right.
but
But I think her name is the bride.
Mealers updates.
I'm on Red Note as Miller. Find me there. I'm also on Instagram. My name's just Mealers and everything. And apparently, I'm gonna have to start making a YouTube too. So if you want to see me cosplay, my name is Mealers, EEZZ, just like it is here on everything.
Are
Do
you?
you want to tell them about the collab you got going on?
I don't know if I can. I have.
It's not an NDA.
Okay, I've done NDAs before too, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. She's very secretive. So I'm
Okay,
like,
then
yeah.
we won't do that. Best friend code. We'll wait. Y'all get updates when she comes out. With
But
the
I have
content.
collabs that I'm very excited for with other cosplayers. I can say that,
Yeah.
who you should know. So I'm excited for that. Especially because, I will also say, I feel you, D Rich. I lost my day job and I too was monetized on TikTok. So I feel you. So all
That's
these
dope.
side hustles I'm trying to create out of thin air.
Yeah, it's tough. Are you gonna be using Lemonade, that other app as well?
Nope. I
Never
tried
even
it
heard
for
of
like
that.
3 seconds. I don't like it. It seems like a ghetto version of Pinterest, and I'm a Pinterest girl. I would tell you to go to Red Note, honestly. It's great over there.
I got them both downloaded. It's just I've got people are already following me on Lemonade, so it's like
You better make one quick post over
yeah.
there.
I mean, I might as well just use. I'm gonna use both and see what happens. But
Do you have an app that lets you post to everything at once, or do you have to like log in and do it all?
no, I just make the posts and then I just re-upload it to everything. So
I feel like it's more work. Okay, you do you.
is there what app do you recommend for if you have an app to recommend for like just making the posts and
There
sending
is
it
an
off?
app, but I'm still testing it out, so I don't want to tell you until I think it's okay. But I'll
Gotcha.
send it when I do. I'm trial running it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because who wants to do like the same thing like 5 different times and then take off the watermark for each social?
Mhm.
That's why I'm
Right.
like, use. But yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been Tapping No Capping. Like, follow, subscribe. We appreciate y'all for being on here. Thank you to all the panelists, D Rich, Mealers, Tell It. Follow them on all their platforms. D-Rich, we appreciate you for coming on. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, I appreciate you guys having me. Y'all were cool people. I had a great time.
All right, bet, bro. We definitely gonna be locked in. I'll holler at you behind the scenes, get your gamer tag, and then we definitely gonna run a couple of matches, when you free. But yeah, y'all, we'll see y'all next time.
Appreciate it.